Alrighty, how is everybody doing today? We are back. It's been a couple of days since we have streamed. We have some slightly updated graphics, updated my social media stuff on the bottom. Got a cool Bulbasaur looking thing right here. There's not a whole lot that's new. I've said it a couple of times. We're actually in the middle of getting some commissions done for kind of a whole new stream rebrand. It'll have a new look and some other stuff. So we're kind of in a transition period, but I was able to find some time to kind of goof around with. I was able to find some time to goof around with my overlays and Photoshop. But yeah, I think it looks kind of neat. Anyways, we started our stream when we streamed on Tuesday. We streamed with Grixis Shadow. We played. We only played 3 matches in the league. I just ran out of time. Finished off the league. Ended up going 4-1. So we're gonna be playing pretty much the same list. I think I'm gonna make a couple of changes to the sideboard, but we're gonna try to play the same list and just play another league with it. Deck actually went together pretty well. Yeah. It's a pretty standard list. I think I might want to shave like 1 Serum Visions for the 3rd Stubborn Denial. Stubborn Denial is very good. And I don't know if 10 cantrips are really needed. So so we'll do that. That does give us a sideboard slot too, which are pretty hard to come by in this deck. I think for a sideboard slot, I think I want like a Counter Squall or a Disdainful Stroke. They're both pretty. What is this? What do I have 2, but they're the same? They're both foil. That's weird. Counter Squall or Disdainful Stroke. I think I want Disdainful Stroke. It's a little easier to counter, or it's a little easier to cast. It hits a little less though. You know what? We'll actually just play the Counter Squall. We'll try that. So I wanted 3 Stubborn Denial in the main. The Staticaster proved to be pretty good. We have 3 Wrath effects. I like that. The Liliana, the Veils are a little sketchy in the sideboard. Those could probably be. This could probably be something else. But we'll play like this. It was nice going 4-1 in the league. We would have been 5-0, but we actually made a misclick that cost us our match. It actually cost us our first match, so it would have been another 5-0 if we had been playing perfectly. All right, here we go. Oh, we're on the play. Yay. Alright, yes, I would like to play first. This hand is fine. It's a really early dash kill. This actually is a really early kill. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a discard spell, but the Street Wraiths could be anything. So I'm going to cycle the first one. see if we hit a second land. If we hit a second land, then I will probably fetch shock, and I will actually probably just play fetch and pass. And use the opt to try to find a discard spell for a second turn. And I can play this. Alright, cool. So I can play the Scalding Tarn instead of the Bloodstained Mire, and then if we think our opponent's on burn after turn 1. Humans? Sure. So our life total can matter a lot. So thank you, honey. Okay. So let's do some quick math here. See, we're on the play. See if we can kill them before they have... The only relevant card that our opponent could have in this matchup would be Reflector Mage. So can we kill him on our turn 3 by any chance? We can fetch shock. That's 3, 6 damage. It brings us to 12. This brings us to 10. If we get another shock land, we can... I think we can go pretty aggressive here. So we're going to get a Watery Grave here. Opt. We're going to bottom that. We need like a Thoughtseize. Yeah, Thoughtseize was great draw. Double Thoughtseize. So can we just set this up to like kill him on turn 4? Or can we actually set this up to kill him on turn 3? So we fetch shock. Alright. Let's play Thoughtseize first. Alright. Cool. So we are definitely taking Valia. Right? This. Alright, we play this. We go to 9. We play Death Shadow. It's a 4/4. We untap, fetch shock. So we go to 9. Death Shadow's a 4/4. We can do another 5 damage to ourselves, making it a 7. 5, 6, 7, 4, 4, 11, 11. No, we deal. So 4, 4, 6, 6, 9, 9. So we won't actually have lethal if we don't draw another fetch land. Oh, no, we'll have lethal. I was off by 1. So if he doesn't block, he's just dead. That Fatal Push might actually just give us lethal. Actually it doesn't. So this brings us to 6, brings us to 7, 7. Nine, 9. So we can attack now. He has to block. Or maybe he doesn't have to block. If he doesn't block, then we can just play Gourmet Gangler and have a Fatal Push. No blockers? Neat. We have to exile 6 of our 7 cards, so we probably want to keep like the Opt in our graveyard. Meddling Mage is kind of sweet. Probably named Temur Battle Rage. Sweet. Oh, Temur Battle Rage worked out. Want that, we want that, we want that, we want that, we want, alright. We want all of our board wipes, we want all of our creature removal. I don't know if we want Collective Brutality, that might just be too slow. The Stubborn Denials are just bad. I don't think we want Young Pyromancers. My cards are too good. I mean, it was kind of nice to be able to just erase him. We didn't have to get into like a Snapcaster like removal matchup. Or have to deal with like a chip damage thing. Now we gotta find 2 more cuts. Do you think like we're on the draw, so maybe we cut some of these Thoughtseizes? How are you doing tonight, Casey? This hand's fine. That Dismember ends up being really, really good. Wow. that Dismember ended up being really good. And then we have the fetch land, so we can fetch Fatal Push. So I played the Fatal Push, or I played the Dismember over the Fatal Push because if he has a Thalia on turn 2, we want to be able to kill that with the Fatal Push. I mean, he didn't have that, so that's fine. So now we can fetch shock, play that shadow and start beating, or we can fetch shock. Well, we don't have to fetch shock if we're gonna play Angler. This puts 3. We put 4 cards in our graveyard. Oh man, Inquisition's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we still just get like basic swamp, play Angler. And we have the Staticaster for like all of his like crappy creatures. I could have fetch shocked there and played a Death Shadow. It would have been about the same size as Angler. Would have been a 4/4. That's interesting. It's painful. If he plays a Reflector Mage here, we're kind of in trouble. I'm kind of hoping he attacks with the Meddling Mage. I'm less hoping that he attacks with the Meddling Mage now. Three, 4, 5. So we're going to 3. And we're just going to be dead to this. So we need to draw a Fatal Push. Awesome. So now we get to Fatal Push. And then play Death Shadow. Do we Fatal Push here? So this is an interesting turn, right? So we have to Fatal Push the Quetzal Freebooter, right? All right. So we're doing that right now. Okay. So do we play a Death Shadow? No, we can't play a Death Shadow. So do we fetch Basic Island and play Staticaster? Do we push Meddling Mage? If we can, I guess we have Snapcaster now. we attack... So this is an interesting turn. We can't play the Death Shadow, so we're probably supposed to just... I think we just... I'm wondering if we attack. I don't think we attack this turn. Problem is not attacking, like, gets us... We're, like, not advancing our game plan. We need to be able to... we kind of need to get our opponent this turn. No, we need him to not have something. Need him to have a lot of lands. What is this? Reflector Mage. Well, that's the opposite of us being able to get our opponent. So you can fetch a basic island. No, we don't have our basic island in our deck. I thought we had our basic island in our deck. Where is it? We delved it away. I thought we had our basic island. Shit. Yeah, if we had our basic island, we could actually do a lot. But we just have to. We're just gonna concede now. That's a bummer. That was a mistake. How are you, Nate? Is it Nico? I think if we just get basic island, snap, push, I think we're in a really good position. Because then we get to untap, play a Death Shadow, and then we still have push up for like a flyer. Yeah. We're in the play. I think our Thought Seizes are a lot better on the play. I'm gonna board out Lily of the Last Hope. His creatures outpace it pretty quickly. Oh, this hand's pretty good. Alright, let's think here. Do we keep up push, opt, or do we just Thought Seize? I think I want to keep up push. So we want this Pyroclasm to be as good as it can be. So like we want him, like we actually want to like get him to like play a dork or a dork or a Champion of the Parish so we can Fatal Push. And if he just plays like an Aether Vial, then we have the opportunity to play Opt. See, this hand desperately needs a second land. So I want to take as many opportunities as I can get to play this Opt to find one. And there's no 1-drops that we want to Thoughtseize, except for maybe an Aether Vial, and I probably still wouldn't Thoughtseize that. So, like, being able to Fatal Push his 1-drop is about the same as, like, I can play Thoughtseize on turn 2 if I draw a second land. Alright, well. I think I'm going to opt, and there we go. Try to hit a second land. Alright, we have blues, so we need Blood Crypt. So this sequence, I actually think this sequence worked out really, really well for us. I think we have to take Thalia. And then he's going to untap and probably play like Dark Confidant. The thing is, we could take Thalia's Lieutenant, and then if we draw a land, we just can kill every single creature that he plays. I think it's a little cleaner to take the Guardian of Thraben, though. So, we're just going to do that. Third land. Hey Zach, I'm happy to just play a Pyroclasm there and trade 1 for 1. Because this Staticaster can do a lot of work. If we can just draw a third land. I guess now he can play Hierarch and Thalia's Lieutenant, and then he ends up with a 1/2 Thalia's Lieutenant, or a 1/2 Hierarch. He's gonna go the other route. He's gonna play. We're 1-1 in this match. Yeah. It's unfortunate that we know about the Dismember. I'm going to, so I played the Angler there. I played the Angler so that he will dismember it and attack us, and then our Death Shadow will be huge. And I delved 1 extra card because I wanted to bluff that I have Stubborn Denial up. I mean, maybe like that bluff is just not worth doing. Yeah, but now we end up having, he ends up having like this massive Thalia's Lieutenant, and like he probably attacks us for 4. Yeah. So now we just have like this like massive Death Shadow. We have to dodge Reflector Mage this turn, and I think we win. Yeah, this looks like a Reflector Mage. telling you, man, they draw that. They draw that all the time. It's absurd how often I get that drawn against me. They draw Reflector Mage more often than I ever would have thought was possible. They play like 8 Ether Vials, like 4 Ether Vials and 8 Mana Dirks, and they never top deck those against me. They always top deck like... Jesus Christ, what is this even? That's fine. It is brutal, but yeah, it happens. I put the bowl on the table. Thank you. Humans is very good. It's also like incredibly good when you draw exactly what you need when you need it. Like if you can always top deck Reflector Mage when your opponent has a lethal attacker if they untap, yeah, you're gonna win. I think he like did the same thing last game too, so. Can't Thought sees the top card of their library, so makes sense. Funky Monkey. Yes, I would like to play first. How are you, Funky Monkey? Yeah, this hand's fine. It's a little... So these are the hands that, like, make this deck a little, like, frustrating to play. And why I think, like, these are the hands where I think, like, the 4 opt build is a lot stronger. Because it helps you find a threat a lot quicker. Like, we keep this hand, and we're just, like, I think we just, like, fetch shock and then cycle Street Wraith. Actually, there's no, unless we draw a discard spell off the Street Wraith, there's no point in doing it right away. So I'm gonna wait. Because if we're playing against, like, an aggressive deck, like, we don't want to just go down to 15 right away in turn 1. Yeah, so we're playing against Burn. I think I'm just going to get this Watery Grave tapped. Yeah, I mean, Thoughtseize is like, Thoughtseize is worth casting against them. We have to take this Eidolon. So right now we looked like a Grixis deck. Well, I mean, obviously he's probably put us on Grixis to Shadow, but and that's not necessarily true. So you think he suspends both Rift Bolts here, or he just like Boros Charm and attacks for 2? Yeah. We need to draw a Death Shadow stat. Gourmet Gangler, unfortunately, I don't think does what we need. It's a 5/5, but we're at 10. He's got 6 more damage with a burn in his hand. Like, we really just need a Death Shadow. That is probably not good enough, right? Because I guess it does save us 3 damage. But then we just, like... Yeah, I'm going to bottom. Now I have to cycle here to try to hit a land. Another Thoughtseize. We're just like super duper dead now. He just 3/6 attacks us for, yeah. It might actually just be better to hardcast a Rift Bolt right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna scoop. Alright, definitely want Temur Battle Rage. Definitely want these. I think I want Lily the Veil. Is Squall any good? I just wanted more hard counters are super good, and I think you should be playing more of them. I think Ari Lax wrote an article about just playing more of them. I don't think it's good against them. I don't like trading 2 mana. Like, it's probably better than like our Thoughtseizes and our Street Wraiths. I don't know. Well, Dismember is like a snap cut. I think like these 5 are like for sure. It's a matter of like what gets cut. I think like Street Wraiths and probably like a Thoughtseize makes sense. Yeah, like you want to keep in some number of Thoughtseizes because like post board they have like they end up with like goofy cards like oh, that sounds great. They end up with goofy cards like that Palm card, and you just don't want to get blown up by that. How do you guys like my new temporary overlay? Look kind of neat. I'm actually probably supposed to play this Blood Crypt tapped here. I don't know. Goblin Guide, that's actually kind of nice. Because now, if we don't have a land on the top of our deck... Oh, Temur Battle Rage. Yeah, we definitely don't want that. We're Snap Thought Scouring that away. We already have one. And we milled away a Street Wraith. And we drew another bad card, but that's... Alright. So, what are we doing here? We're killing this, we're duressing. Are we gaining 2? I don't think we're gaining 2. I think we're just... what are we discarding? Snapcaster Mage, probably? No, because Snapcaster Mage lets us flash this back. I don't think we're gaining 2 because I think we actually we have Death Shadow and Temur Battle Rage. I think I'm discarding Kolaghan's Command. We're pretty far from casting it. Oh! I misclicked! I wanted to do 2 modes. That's a bummer. Whatever. Yeah, it was a bummer. I forgot that you had to... I said K command, and then when I said K command, I thought I was casting K command, and with K command, you just click the targets. All right, Eidolon is a card. If we draw a land, all right, well, we actually can't cast that. That's not awkward at all. So that's neat. We'll just Thought Scour ourselves and take some damage off this Eidolon and maybe draw a fetch land and okay, cool. Are we taking this damage here? We could take 2. Let me think here. We can take 2, go to 12, play Death Shadow, go to 10. Death Shadow is a 3/3. It dies to Bolt. So we can play this untap, go to 12, terminate, go to 10. He bolts us a bunch. We untap. See, I don't like giving him... I don't like giving him 2 turns with me going to 10. But I think that's the only way we're winning this game. So... we're just gonna hope that we can... We're gonna... I mean, I'm not gonna cast Terminate until, like... he attacks. Maybe he'll play a burn spell pre-combat. No, okay. Take 2 from him attack. What are you talking about? See, the problem is we're going to be at 10 and he has 2 turns to burn us out from 10. And, like, that's, like, super duper easy for, like, Burn to do. Well. Oh, maybe we were supposed to Snapcaster Brutality there. No, because we have to take 3 damage to do that. Lightning Helix is pretty good. We're going to 4. Alright. Yeah, we're dead. Like, we're almost certainly dead. He's at 22, so we have to go to 11. We have to go to... we have to do 2 more damage to kill him. We have to do 2 more damage to ourselves to kill him. So we need to draw Stubborn Denial. Alright, 2 and 1 are pretty close to the same thing. Well, yeah, here it is. Ah, bolt me. You won't bolt me. Yeah. It didn't. He still had 2 cards left in the end of the game. So I don't think that Brutality turn mattered a lot, or at all, actually. Because we weren't going to gain the life. Gaining the life wouldn't have done us anything. And duressing him wouldn't have mattered. Like I said, he had 2 more cards in his hand at the end of that game. Yeah, the information does help. Yeah, I mean, like, the misclick definitely hurt. But, like, we didn't even win a game, so... we'll keep this. We haven't been drawing, like, Stubborn Denials at all. Like, that, and, like, that's one of the best cards in the deck. I'm playing against... I was say, the moment I saw this forest, I thought we were on Boggles. Or I thought we were playing against Boggles. And it was confirmed. So I'm actually going to just hold on. I'm actually just going to pass. I'm going to play Tron and pass and have this Stubborn Denial. Because force spiking something is great. Especially like Spirit Mantle, like that one's great against us. Holy shit. Sometimes like he could have gone like Rancor and we would have been in trouble, but like he didn't, so we're not in trouble. So that's neat. I guess we're just playing an Angler, right? We're just like, we have 2 cards in our graveyard, we're gonna just fetch a basic swamp. I'm going to fetch basic swamp and then Thought Scour myself. And then if I do draw a discard spell, I'm going to play that over the Angler. Terminate. Good draw deck. Thank you. Good draw deck. Maybe our opponent will take their entire second turn to play Core Spirit Dancer. Maybe I'm supposed to, Path to Exile. Oh, yeah, that's sweet. Maybe I'm supposed to, like, spend my turn there. Like, maybe I'm supposed to fetch track so I can actually play this Death Shadow. Wow. And just nothing? So he just has, a handful of, like, Path to Exiles? We're actually gonna opt first. So I want to see what I want to have full information before we start Thought Scouring ourselves. That does stone nothing. Alright. Show me what the hell is going on over there, opponent. Why do you have 4 cards in hand? Oh, they're all white cards. So we don't care about this Core Spirit Dancer. I think we have to take like these Ethereal Armors, right? This Unflinching Courage is actually probably the right card to take. He can't cast it yet, though. I'm going to take the... I don't know. This card's pretty good. He can only cast one of these per turn. I'm going to take the Unflinching Courage. That was a pretty good draw. You gonna jam? Ooh. Nice. That's Snapcaster Mage. So he has course. Okay, so I think we can actually, if we attack for 7, He goes to 11. I'm going to Thought Scour first here. I'm going to Thought Scour first because we can do that same line, Zach. But if I draw a fetch land, I can actually kill him. I can bait him with this. Jesus. Yeah, now we Thoughtseize for sure. But I was hoping that we could like bait him into playing the armor, taking and then flashing this in as a chump blocker, and then attacking for 7 or like, and then having lethal. But we can't do that now. This doesn't have totem armor on it as well, does it? No, it doesn't. Okay. Alright. We lose to a Path to Exile, but hopefully he just plays the Core Spirit Dancer and ships. I don't think I attack with this, right? Cause then he can block. Cause like this, the totem armor is gonna come back. Yeah. Does this bring back all the? Yeah. It won't kill me, but it will be a 3/3, and it will be very close to killing me. 2/2, sorry. Unfortunately, okay, Hyena Umbra. He can't attack me. Okay, this is fine. I should have, so I should have fetched at the end of his turn, a tapped land, and then I could have played this, Street Wraith. I could have hard casted the Street Wraith. You know what? I think I actually still am supposed to do that. I end up going down to 1. No, I think it's still right. So I go down to 1, which is a little awkward. But then if he plays a Rancor, we're not dead to it because we have 6 damage. So I think going to 1 is fine. Right now, if he plays a Rancor, we're just dead. Actually, that's not true because, yeah, Rancor just kills us. So maybe Rancor still does just kill us. Because he ends up with 7. Oh, another. Okay, that's fine. I mean, 1 and 4 are pretty close to the same thing. Alright, well, Death Shadow makes it so he needs to have, like, flying or protection from creatures. Neat! We beat the bad deck. Alright, well, I think we bring in these Liliana of the Veil. Counter Squall is fine. Kozilek's Return is on the draw, not so good. Pyroclasm's fine on the draw. Battle Rage is great. Cut that, cut that, cut that. We want to keep in like some number of pushes. Oh, we're on the draw. I don't know how good Counter Squall is though. Yeah, I agree that Klasm is good. I don't think Kozilek's Return is good enough though. I think it's too slow. I guess 2 pushes is probably fine because we are boarding in other removal. I love that like our deck does the same thing that the Boggles deck does, but like we do it a million times. We just do it with like a 1-mana creature and no enchantments. I like being on the play in this matchup a lot because if they oftentimes only have 1 creature and you can get it out of them with the discard spell. Alright, we're going blue-black here. Show me what you got. What's good? He did mulligan and he scryed to the bottom. Alright, so he doesn't have a whole lot. He has a Glade Clever Scout, which we don't care about. He has a Daybreak Coronet, which he can't cast yet, and a Rancor. The Coronet's like the better card. I think I'm actually going to take the Coronet. He can play the Rancor and start jamming now, but the Rancor is a lot, like, the Coronet, like, we just like can't beat that card. It gives like lifelink and vigilance. So, yeah, we have to, we're going to take the Coronet. Like, we could take the Rancor and hope that he doesn't draw one of his 16 1-mana enchantments to put it on in 2 turns, but you hit land and Pyro and you win. I mean, yeah, if I hit runner, I win. Yeah, that's a true statement. Oh, man. That's a pretty big Bogle. Pretty slippery. So what was that about land Pyroclasm and I win? I guess we're just going to... Oh, actually, hang on. Oh, this is just like clean. Check this out. Let him hit me and opt Angler? No. I'm just going to play... I'm just going to get a Blood Crypt. And I think playing 2/4/4 Death Shadows that say attack me and you're dead on the crackback is better. Don't overthink it, Zach. We just play 2/4/4s on our second turn and that kill him if he attacks. No, yeah, I didn't see it initially. I didn't see it initially either, but yeah. It's funny, like if he attacks us right now, Rancor. Cool. So like if he attacks us right now, he's dead. Oh, Magic is a fun game. We can fetch a basic island here. And then play like a Tasker. 1, 2... Yeah, I think I don't mind that. I don't want to play an Angler. I want to play Tasigur. This game's going to go a little long now. Playing Tasigur lets me keep this Opt in my graveyard, so then I can Snapcaster Opt. Is this another Ethereal Armor? That could be very interesting if this is another Ethereal Armor. It is. Alright, so let's check this out. Let's see if our opponent knows how combat works with Death Shadow. Our opponent appears to know how combat works with Death Shadow. Okay. Interesting. I don't win? What do you... I think that Steven... I don't know. I don't know. I'm not even close to winning. I think that you're very confused. I think we lose. All right, let's see here. That's a 2016. That is a massive slippery bogle. Holy shit. All right, he attacks with it. All right, so let's see here. We have 5, 10. Okay, we can block 15 of it. I think we might actually still be able to win here. All right, let's figure this out here. So unfortunately, I guess he has first strike. How does first strike and trample work? So if we block 15, can he just assign... Yeah, so the problem is he has 20 first strike damage. How does first strike and trample work? He assigns the first strike all the first strike damage and kills both. In the first phase, only creature with a first strike and double strike deal damage. In the second phase, when a creature with trample, all damage past what is necessary lethal damage to kill. So, but what happens if I Temur Battle Rage one of my creatures? If I Temur Battle Rage one of them? I think that you're right. I think that it doesn't matter. I'm gonna play this Snapcaster Mage. Here we go. I'm just going to put all these creatures in front of the Slipper Bogle and, like, hope that my opponent makes a mistake. I actually don't. I don't think it matters. I think that we're actually dead. Casey, I believe you're right. Our opponent screwed it up! Yes! He just learned how trample damage and Death Shadow works. Yes! He assigned damage to me. Yes. Casey, you learned that one the hard way, didn't you? Against me. He only assigned enough damage to kill the creatures. So he assigned 5 damage to each. He assigned just enough lethal damage to each creature. So that was my question. The first strike damage to the creatures, whatever he doesn't assign to the creature still does damage. Still happens to me in the first strike damage phase. So then my Death Shadows are bigger. So that was my question. Yes! That card should be banned? What? I agree. Slippery Boggles should be banned. One mana 1/1s that can't be targeted by my Fatal Pusher should be banned. Oh, yeah, absolutely. He could have just done 5 to Death Shadow, 5 to Death Shadow, 5 to Tassiger, and the rest to Snapcaster Mage. And just... And I would have just lost all my creatures. Well, the auto damage doesn't assign wrong. It just assigns enough to attack to kill each creature. I mean, I will admit that like it's a very like it's a very awkward interaction that not a lot of people understand how it works. We're playing this burn again. Well, we don't have a Death Shadow here, so I'm just going to fetch a basic Swamp and play an Inquisition. Wow. Death Shadow does not need to be banned. I think we take a Swift Spear. I think we take a Swift Spear. They're going to do a lot of damage to us, and he has enough to cast them over the next couple of turns. So taking Swift Spear is probably correct. I would never take Rift Bolt in that hand. I would take Skullcrack before I take Rift Bolt. Rift Bolt's the actual worst card in his hand. It was between Lava Spike and a Monastery Swift Spear. Fortunately for our opponent, 2-land burn is the best modern deck in... Yeah, and Rift Bolt only costs 1 mana to cast. See, now I'm going to take Rift Bolt because it's going to take his entire turn to cast the other one. Actually, no. That was a screw up. I was still supposed to take Skullcrack there, and then he suspends the Rift Bolt, and he only gets attackers for 2 with the Monastery Swift Spears. So that was a punt. But that hand was between taking a Swift Spear and a Lava Spike. There was no other options there. Yeah, I should not have. I actually should not have taken the Rift Bolt there. I was supposed to take the Skullcrack there. I mean, he has That's funny. That's actually super funny. We, like, can't cast that. I mean, we can. So we cast that and then, like, hope that, like, we hit something else. If he just has, like, any lightning bolt, we're dead. Wow, really? Okay. 3 and 2 are the same, and we need red mana. Like, red manas are out here. So this feels like he has up a bolt and he's just waiting. He's waiting to he thinks we have stubborn denial. So we'll just see here. Yep. So we should have there it was. It was on the top of our deck. Bummer. That's okay. We actually had a game there. If we had taken I think if we had taken the Skullcrack instead of the Riftbolt, I think we actually could have had him. Yeah, that was good. That's good to know. All right, we want these. We probably want this and this. Get rid of these. Get rid of this. We definitely want Lily Last Hope. This hand's great. So we've done pretty well in the games where we've done Stubborn Denial in. I did not keep Dismembering, did I? I did. Yeah, well, that's okay. Well, the good news is we drew two Death Shadows, so you know, that's fine. Chained to the Rocks. Oof. This card's great. I love that people are finally playing this in Modern. I thought this card was playable when it was printed, like 4 years ago. We can Stubborn Denial that. That's probably our answer to that is Stubborn Denial. I think we have to take the Eidolon. We just, like, can't beat that card. He's just gonna Goblin Guide us. Alright, Snapcaster Mage. So this is neat. We just get to. So I'm actually gonna let this Goblin Guide trigger, And then I'm just going to Snapcaster Mage block it. Hang on. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. See what's on the top of our deck. Angler? Yeah, we don't even want that. I think we're going to fetch Shock. That brings us to 13. Maybe we need to take the damage too. He probably is going to play a post-combat Lava Spike though. Alright, do we block here though? That's the thing. So if we block, we're only at 13. We can't actually play these Death Shadows. Unless he plays a burn spell, which he probably won't play a burn spell, actually. Oh, you know what? He actually didn't play... He didn't fetch Plains. I'm just gonna take this trade. I actually need him to play a burn spell here, and then we can play both of our the shadows. Yeah, he's not going to. Okay, so that's frustrating. Fetch that would be great. Oh, a Pyroclasm would be terrible. All right, cool. So we can't even play this Tassiger. Yeah. All right. So he's just gonna Boros Tremors now. No. So he's just trying to like slow roll this. Okay. So we should have taken the damage. He has 5 cards, and we know... I think we know 4 of them. That was the wrong land. I needed the black source. Shit. I wanted to play 2 Death Shadows and a Tassiger. So now I have to what? Play a Tassiger, a Death Shadow, and then I'm keeping up Stubborn Denial. No, I didn't need an island from that. I wanted to play 2 Tassigers and a Death Shadow. Or 2 Death Shadows and a Tassiger. This ends up working out decently, but... Snapcaster Mage would be a real good draw here. Inquisition is adequate. Matchup seems... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Stubborn Denial is just like gas. So now he has to either Boros Tremors in response, Lightning Helix. Oh no, that's so good. God, that's so good. I can't believe we couldn't draw a damn fetch land. The fortunate thing is, like, I think we know his hand's pretty much bad. I'm not even going to play this. Well, alright. So I can either play this Death Shadow or I can just tap out for this Angler. This Death Shadow forces him to, like, use another removal spell on it. And it also forces him to, like, not burn me. I guess Angler, like, puts lethal on the board, though. For some reason, I thought he would still be at 12 afterwards. No, Angler just gives me lethal. Alright, cool. Turns out, like, Stubborn Denial is good. Oh, let's cut this fucking... Stubborn Denial is a fair Magic card. How's everybody doing tonight? We got looks like about a dozen viewers. Thank you so much for coming by and watching the stream so far. I love having all you guys here. For those of you who don't know, my name is Trey, or well, my name's Dean. I'm a competitive constructed modern streamer. I stream kind of on and off, but when I stream modern. I usually play decks with Snapcaster Mage in them, and oftentimes Valakut in them. So yeah, if you like any of that, feel free to follow my stream if you're not already following. If you already are, and you're one of my return viewers, thank you so much for coming by too. Do I think Wraith is better than Squall? Yes. Wraith. Squall just, like, requires you to have mana up, which just, like, never happens. Wraith lets you have, Wraith, like, gives you the, like, the soup, like, if they play really aggressively, it gives you the really fast kills with your Temur Battle Rages. This hand is not good. This hand is way better than the last hand. And Temur Battle Rage is probably fine. Alright. I want to be all in on this Angler, but I'm a little nervous for the Chain to the Rocks. When I say I want to be all in on this Angler, it's a gift he didn't have a play on turn one. It's not. You saw how he played last game, right? He's just gonna play. He's just playing super conservatively now. That's very good, I think. So I'm going to I'm gonna play Angler first. No, I'm not gonna represent Stub. I'm gonna run out this Angler. That. I'm just gonna run the Angler out, and then if he chains to Rocks it, that means he's not burning us. And if he doesn't change to Rocks it, then we get to untap and Brutality. So and these ops, Yeah. Okay, this is fun. These ops can possibly find us another threat. So if he wants to play like this draw-go tempo-y sort of game, I'm mostly okay with that. I'm gonna save this as a removal spell though. I'm gonna bottom. Maybe I'm supposed to top that just so we have a third land. Yeah, that was a punt. And now he's just gonna start hamming us. No, I don't think that was a punt. Look at that goblin guy doing us work, finding us lands. Alright, we want to cast this. I think we want 3 modes. Target opponent, target creature, target opponent. Alright, and we are going to discard the land and the Thought Scour. Yeah. I maybe punt was the wrong word. Okay, Deflecting Palm. That's a card that is a lot worse now that we know about it. Those helixes are very good. That lightning bolt is also very good. I think we aren't so concerned about the deflecting palm. We can stubborn denial the deflecting palm when it's relevant, and it forces him to keep mana up for a long time. Can we just take a lightning helix? Take bolt so he can't double spell. Yeah, that's definitely a line. Like, I'm not so worried about him double spelling. The life gain's like actually very, very, very relevant. I think we want multiple blue sources here, so we're just gonna get Steam Vents tapped. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is Helix that much better than Bolt? The life gain's very good. And it's like, because it's like 2 cards against us. We're not stubborn denying that, right? We already had this conversation. No, yeah, we can stubborn denial that. Because we have Snapcaster Stubborn Denial for the, we can Snapcaster Stubborn Denial the, other one. Change the one that deals damage back to me. Deflecting Palm or whatever. Plus, so, like, here's another thing. Like, is Chain better than Path and Burn? Against Death Shadow it is. I mean, I think it's probably better. So the sweet part about, like, taking the Helix is now if he fetches, Tassiger's only a 4-turn clock. So, like, we attack in increments of 4, 5, or 1,000,000. And if we're attacking in increments of 4 or 5, gaining 3 life can sometimes be a whole turn. And our life total gets so low that, like, 1 burn spell is, like, we want to avoid just getting blown up by a single burn spell if we can. Goblin Guide, you say? Yeah, that's fine, I guess. You can, it's add quote. It's exclamation mark add quote. I do, yeah. Alright, so now we're actually going to, yeah, this land was actually very good for us. No, you gotta put add quote at the beginning. So we're gonna Snapcaster Collective Brutality and just like do everything. So we're definitely killing that and making him discard a card. Are we gonna gain 2 as well? And then what? We're just gonna keep probably the Death Shadow and the Temur Battle Rage in our hand. So now this forces him to like bolt us. We go to 5. Oh, he's deflecting palming. Oh, please deflecting palm the Collective Brutality. He's deflecting palming the Tassiger, so he can't attack. Okay. He's bolting us. So, okay. So we actually have lethal this turn. Check this out. We actually just have lethal with Temur Battle Rage on the Tassiger. Nope, not anymore. Telling you, Lightning Helix is great. So now we only have 8, 10 damage. So now he has, I mean, he has to draw exactly Boros' turn. But, like, he has an out. Sweet. He draws the bolt, he wins? You know that we're at 4, right? And that Lightning Bolt deals 3 damage? So he played a little slower. Usually when you play against burn players that play that slower, grindier game, usually I lose against those burn players. We just ended up, like, we had very, very good draws. Like, we flashed back that Collective Brutality. Like, we played Collective Brutality for 3 modes twice that game. That was great. You going to bed? It's like 9 o'clock. All right. Have a nice night. Look at this guy. That's a really cool looking frame. Neat. This hand's really good. Mulliganing to 5? Yes, please. Please be like a Noble Hierarch deck, too. Just like play like a bunch of creatures that we can Fatal Push. Did he 5 and Scribe to the bottom? Oh no. Oh wait. Wait, he gave out. Oh wait, we were on the play. Whoops. We were on the play. I thought we were on the draw. Yeah, that's a bummer. And then we're playing against like the Eldrazi deck too. Did Moto crash? Hello? Alright. Yeah, we take the Chalice. Yeah. So he doesn't have any threats, but why did I go back to the good dash? I was reading some articles, and I was commenting on some forum posts about Grixis Death Shadow, and I was just like, hey, you know, so I was just talking about the deck a lot over like a day or two, and I was like, you know what, this deck sounds like fun to just pick up again, so I did. Oh, look at that. We scry 2 fetch lands to our graveyard and then draw a Death Shadow. Oh, yeah. That's what we like, too. That's how we wrote it up. Hopefully our opponent, like, he's going to get a Eldrazi Temple. No, Tower? Yeah, of course, because he has the other Expedition map. Hopefully this is a Thought-Knot Seer, and then we draw fetch land, and we can fetch Fatal Push Thought-Knot Seer. No, don't play a map. Sweet. 3 Death Shadow. Alright, look at that. Scryed another fetch land to our graveyard. Now we get to discard the hand size. Hooray! Discard a Snapcaster Mage, because that... right. Or I discard the Snapcaster Mage because, well, it basically costs 3 mana, and 3 mana from here is like 1,000,000. It's a good thing for you is that my deck sucks. I mean, you're playing, like, Eldrazi Tron. Your deck doesn't suck. Is this a Thought-Knot Seer? Alright, here we go. We got this sweet hand. He's going to take the opt like a prick. He's just going to be like, take the opt. You're not going to get a land. Fuck you and your lands. Yeah, see? Takes opt. Dick. Oh, I got another one? We just got like, Thought-Knot, go. Oh, this is neat. Oh, Ballista for 2? Okay, yeah, that's like fine-ish. Hey, we can play this. Look at that. Do we play that? I think we can play that sucker. Get this out of here. 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. I see how it is. Oh, check this out. This is going to be sweet. So we're going to dismember. Discard this Snapcaster Mage. Alright, now we're just like dead to this ballista, but you know, that's fine. So if we draw a fetch land, we can like, I don't know, I think we're like, so he just adds a counter to this, untaps, adds 2 more counters to that, attacks with, yeah, we're dead. Yep. We're dead. We dead. D-E-D dead. Yep, we're dead. Ah, there's the other land too, that's funny. Alright. Eldrazi Tron. Let's see if we can find how to board for Eldrazi Tron. Storm Eldrazi Tron. Alright. We can cut the Fatal Pushes? I don't know. Hang on. And an Inquisition. And in a Stubborn Denial. I'm not so sure about this. For 2 rejections, 2 Lilianas, a Battle Rage, and E. I don't know about this. That whole exchange seems a little sketchy. Inquisition's pretty decent against them. Stubborn Denial's pretty decent too. And push kills Thought-Knot Seer. I don't know. No, the person who wrote this article is way better at this game than I am. Hey, does anybody who's watching my stream want to buy a Masterpiece Archon Ravager? I got it the other day in one of my booster packs, and I don't want it. I need to sell it. Yes, I would like to play first. Yes, I would keep this hand. This hand is great. I'm going to cycle this Street Wraith first. We're just going to start the game at a low life total. Alright, let's get that Chalice out of your hand, homie. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Dismember, Endbringer, and bunch of lands. I already texted him. He doesn't want it. Makes me sad. We're gonna go black-red here, right? No, we gotta go blue-black. Wow, Death Shadow's pretty good. That Snapcaster may just... no. I think I want this Inquisition, though. Because now I can opt and just draw it. And then I get to, he just has the Dismember in his hand, so now we get to untap and... did he draw that stupid 3-2? I hate that card. Oh, Hangerback Marker for 1? Yeah, that's fine. Although that does buy him like a million turns against that. That seriously buys like a million turns against us. Is absurd. Do we try to opt to hit a land? Who wrote the sideboard guide? Dylan Donegan. Do we want to try to opt to hit a land? I think so. Bottom land? Alright, cool. That is not the land I wanted. We needed a black source. It's a bummer. So now we just have to Inquisition. Take that. Alright. So we've got a nice little, like, aggressive, like, setup, though. The problem is, like, that Hangerback Walker is going to just buy, like, a million turns. I guess not. Are we lagging or what? Hello? Alright, so I think that this is a good turn, right? Like, I can't really tell, but this turn seems really good. We're, like, on turn 4, and we're playing 14, 19 power worth of creatures. And then we're untapping with the Temur Battle Rage, so we just, like, get him. Alright, so he does get to play that Endbringer. Isn't he still just dead, though? So he can block. So we have 14 trample damage. If we draw a fetch line, I think he's just, like, super dead. Yeah, he's just... So do we have... hang on. We don't have another fetchable shock land in our deck, though. So this is 8, 12... Alright, so let's just... Okay. We attack with everything. We can make these 8/8s. So we make these 8/8s. He blocks. We double strike. That's 16... 20 something. Blocking there and there. Yeah, so we just fetch here. That's actually like a decent block, but so we actually just double strike here, and he takes 6 plus 8. He's just like super dead. I think he's still dead. Three, and then he takes 5, and then 8, 13. Yeah, he's dead. Cool. Knowing that he has... Is it Static Cat? Or knowing that he has the... I think I want some number of Fatal Pushes. I think Fatal Push actually is, like, pretty decent. It kills the XXs. can win this one? If Angler was 7 generic, but a 6/6, would it be better or worse? If it costs 7 and a black, probably be worse. This hand is real bad. This hand is great. He's already on a mulligan to 6. This card, we'll keep that. That's pretty good. We do need a second land, but we're fetch, shock, and thought seizing here. This hand would only be better if like this opt with a thought scour. I can't believe we have these mismatched thought seizes like savages. So he just has alright, yeah. So we take the chalice. So he's had chalice every game. He's had chalice for 1 every game on turn 2, but we've been able to discard it. That's pretty good. Alright, show me something good. Show me a land. That is not a land. Alright, he has my mind. Alright, I'm going to opt here. I'm going to be a little greedy and try to hit a land. There we go. And try to hit a land for the Thoughtseize. And now we can get Blood Crypt here because we don't need 2. It doesn't look like we need 2 blue at all in this game. Ugin, the Spirit Dargon. I think our plan is to take this Thought-Knot Seer and kill him before he can cast that Ugin. Yeah. So he has 3 cards, yeah. And actually, like, Grimag Angler is actually really good against Ugin, because what does he start on? He starts on 7. I mean, we're at 8, so, you know, that's... Maybe we're supposed to let him have the Thought-Knot Seer, and then we have the Fatal Push for it if we can get a Revolter. Ceremonious Rejection, so good. Holy crap. Alright, we're gonna play Angler and Death Shadow this turn. Turn 3, 10 power. And hopefully, hopefully he doesn't play the 3rd Tron piece. And he didn't, so we're just like in this to win it now. Yeah, you can't even you like Cavern of Souls doesn't even matter. I guess like this could be, I don't know, like a Matter Reshaper is annoying. Alright, fetch land is exactly what we need to just have lethal. And then if Matter Reshaper somehow hits another Matter Reshaper, we can, as it goes quarter, okay. I say we can just snap Fatal Push. This deck is spicy. This deck is great. Oh man, putting this deck down. I don't know, man. All right, give me 1 second here. Why no stroke? Why no stroke? I don't know on the stroke. I think counter squall and stroke counter almost the same stuff. Counter squall just is like a little neater. It counters the cheaper stuff. It's possible that I'm supposed to have Disdainful Stroke because that counters Primeval Titan. I don't know. There's a few things going on in this sideboard that I don't like. The main thing being these Liliana of the Veil. I don't like having two. I'm not even sure I like having one. Two is a lot. So I can like making a cut for one for a Disdainful Stroke is like I don't have a problem with that. As for opt over Serum Visions, the opts are actually really, really good at finding a card you need. I don't know. Everyone, like all the like newer lists, seem to be playing opt over Serum Visions. I'm playing one Serum Visions. It was two yesterday, but I cut one for the third Summer Denial because I wanted the sideboard space, and Summer Denial is just great when I draw it. So I don't know. I'm liking this list so far. You know, I like all the cantrips. I actually I'm tempted to put in a sleight of hand over the. I'm tempted to play sleight of hand over the Serum Visions too. I don't know. Cool. Well, we finished an entire league tonight. I know normally we last couple of times we've been doing like half a league or 3 league something. So yeah, that's fine. But I think I'm gonna call it a night. We had a good stream. Thanks everybody for coming out and watching. How many viewers did we end up with tonight? We ended up with about 10. Sweet. Well, everybody have a great night. Feel free to follow. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. I think I have a YouTube channel out there if you want to catch that. My videos usually all go up on there. I don't clip them. I just take them right from the stream and put them out there. So yeah, everybody have a nice night. Have a happy Thursday. Have a happy Friday.